Section 39 of the Art of Cookery Made Plain and Easy by Hannah Glasse. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Chapter 22. A certain cure for the bite of a mad dog. Let the patient be blooded at the arm 9 or 10 ounces. Take of the herb called in Latin Lichen cinereus terrestris. In English, ash-coloured ground liverwort, cleaned, dried and powdered 1/2 ounce. Of black pepper powdered 2 drachms. Mix these well together and divide the powder into 4 doses, one of which must be taken every morning fasting, for 4 mornings successively, in 1/2 pint of cow's milk warm. After these 4 doses are taken, the patient must go into the cold bath or a cold spring or river every morning, fasting for a month. He must be dipped all over, but not to stay in, with his head above water, longer than 1/2 minute, if the water be very cold. After this, he must go in 3 times a week for a fortnight longer. Note well, the lichen is a very common herb, and grows generally in sandy and barren soils all over England. The right time to gather it is in the months of October and November. From D. Mead. Another for the bite of a mad dog. For the bite of a mad dog, for either man or beast, take 6 ounces of rue clean picked and bruised, 4 ounces of garlic peeled and bruised, 4 ounces of Venice treacle, and 4 ounces of filed pewter or scraped tin. Boil these in 2 quarts of the best ale in a pan covered close over a gentle fire for the space of an hour. Then strain the ingredients from the liquor. Give 8 or 9 spoonfuls of it warm to a man or a woman 3 mornings fasting. 8 or 9 spoonfuls is sufficient for the strongest. A lesser quantity to those younger or of a weaker constitution, as you may judge of their strength. 10 or 12 spoonfuls for a horse or a bullock, 3, 4 or 5 to a sheep, hog or dog. This must be given within 9 days after the bite. It seldom fails in man or beast. If you bind some of the ingredients on the wound, it will be so much the better. Receipt against the plague. Take of rue, sage, mint, rosemary, wormwood, and lavender a handful of each. Infuse them together in a gallon of white wine vinegar. Put the whole into a stone pot closely covered up, upon warm wood ashes for 4 days. After which draw off, or strain through fine flannel, the liquid, and put it into bottles well corked, and into every quart bottle put 1/4 ounce of camphor. With this preparation wash your mouth and rub your loins and your temples every day. Snuff a little up your nostrils when you go into the air, and carry about you a bit of sponge dipped in the same, in order to smell too, upon all occasions, especially when you are near any place or person that is infected. They write that 4 malefactors, who had robbed the infected houses and murdered the people during the course of the plague, owned, when they came to the gallows, that they had preserved themselves from the contagion by using the above medicine only, and that they went the whole time from house to house without any fear of the distemper. How to keep clear from bugs. First take out of your room all silver and gold lace, then set the chairs about the room, shut up your windows and doors, tack a blanket over each window and before the chimney, and over the doors of the room. Set open all closets and cupboard doors, all your drawers and boxes, hang the rest of your bedding on the chair backs, lay the feather bed on a table, then set a large broad earthen pan in the middle of the room, and in that set a chafing dish that stands on feet, full of charcoal well lighted. If your room is very bad, a pound of rolled brimstone. If only a few, half a pound. Lay it on the charcoal and get out of the room as quick as possibly you can, or it will take away your breath. Shut your door close with the blanket over it, and be sure to set it so as nothing can catch fire. If you have any India pepper, throw it in with the brimstone. You must take great care to have the door open whilst you lay in the brimstone, that you may get out as soon as possible. Do not open the door under 6 hours, and then you must be very careful how you go in to open the windows. Therefore, let the door stand open an hour before you open the windows. Then brush and sweep your room very clean. Wash it well with boiling ley, or boiling water with a little unslacked lime in it. Get a pint of spirits of wine, a pint of spirits of turpentine, and an ounce of camphor. Shake all well together, and with a bunch of feathers wash your bedstead very well, and sprinkle the rest over the feather bed and about the wainscot and room. If you find great swarms about the room, and some not dead, do this over again, and you will be quite clear. Every spring and fall, wash your bedstead with half a pint, and you will never have a bug. But if you find any come in with new goods or boxes, etc., only wash your bedstead and sprinkle all over your bedding and bed, and you will be clear. But be sure to do it as soon as you find one. If your room is very bad, it will be well to paint the room after the brimstone is burnt in it. This never fails, if rightly done. An effectual way to clear your bedstead of bugs. Take quicksilver and mix it well in a mortar with the white of an egg till the quicksilver is well mixed, and there is no blubbers. Then beat up some white of an egg very fine, and mix with the quicksilver till it is like a fine ointment. Then, with a feather, anoint the bedstead all over in every creak and corner, and about the lacing and binding, where you think there is any. Do this 2 or 3 times. It is a certain cure, and will not spoil anything. Directions to the housemaid. Always when you sweep a room, throw a little wet sand all over it, and that will gather up all the slue and dust, prevent it from rising, clean the boards, and save the bedding, pictures, and all other furniture from dust and dirt. End of section 39.